Imagine waking up in a world where gravity is only half as strong. Suddenly, everything around you seems different, almost magical. The simple act of opening your eyes and getting out of bed is no longer the same. You feel your body lighter, as if you're floating in a dream. Everything changes, from your morning routine to the shape of the mountains. Breakfast seems easier to make, as even the heaviest objects now slide smoothly through your hands. The mountains, once imposing and solid, now have strange shapes carved by centuries of reduced gravity. Your blanket seems weightless, and getting up throws you into the air. Every movement is accompanied by a feeling of lightness, as if you're on an invisible trampoline. Even getting dressed becomes a small adventure, with clothes floating around you. Walking turns into a series of bouncy jumps, and birds fly effortlessly. Children play, jumping higher than ever, and adults have to relearn how to walk, controlling each step to avoid floating off the ground. Birds, in turn, glide through the sky with impressive ease, almost without flapping their wings. Rain falls like a drizzle, and society's structures face chaos. Buildings and bridges, designed for stronger gravity, now face unexpected challenges. The wind can easily rip off roofs, and even a light storm can cause damage. Engineers, athletes, and nature need to adapt to this new reality. New construction techniques are needed. Athletes develop incredible skills, and animals change their habits to survive in this lighter environment. Wildlife transforms, with species learning to jump higher or glide for greater distances. This thought experiment reveals how gravity shapes our world. It influences everything, from the shape of continents to the way we live, work, and have fun. Without it, nothing would be as we know it today. Let's explore the possibilities of a lighter Earth. Get ready to imagine a planet where every step, every jump, and every raindrop is different. What else would change in our lives if gravity were only half of what it is now? To understand a world with less gravity, we first need to dive into what this invisible force that keeps us firmly anchored to the ground truly means. Gravity is one of the four fundamental forces of the universe, and to understand it, we need to know what it is and how it works. It's the force of attraction between masses, famously explained by Newton, who gave us the classic image of the falling apple, and reinvented by Einstein, who introduced us to the revolutionary idea that gravity is a curve in the fabric of space-time. The Earth's mass creates a gravitational pull that keeps us on the ground, allowing us to walk, run, and jump without floating into space. Einstein's theory shows gravity as a curve in space-time, where massive objects like planets and stars bend the space around them, creating what we perceive as gravitational force. This force dictates everything, from the fall of a feather, which floats gently to the ground, to the weight of a skyscraper, which defies gravity with its imposing structure, to the weight of a skyscraper, which rises against the force of gravity, showing human ingenuity in challenging natural laws. Now, imagine cutting that force in half. What would happen if gravity were suddenly reduced? The rules of physics would change, making the world more bouncy, where every jump would take us higher and every step would be lighter. Understanding gravity makes us appreciate its role in our lives, from keeping our feet on the ground to influencing the orbit of planets. Let's see how a lighter pull would transform our world, creating a reality where lightness redefines our daily lives. Get ready for a more elastic reality, where gravity is not just a force, but a dance between masses and space-time, shaping the universe as we know it. In a half-gravity world, everything changes. The simple act of waking up is already different. As you stretch, you feel your body almost floating above the mattress, as if you're in a light dream. The air seems lighter, and even dust dances slowly around you, suspended for longer than usual. Your morning routine becomes a ballet, where every movement is smoother and more controlled. Walking to the kitchen is like gliding across the floor, And even opening the fridge requires a bit of care so you don't push yourself too hard. Sitting down feels easy, almost like landing on a cloud, and getting up throws you into the air with a slight push, making you feel like an astronaut in training. Walking involves long, floating strides, as if each step were a small jump. People move with an almost magical lightness, and even children play, jumping higher than ever. Pouring milk becomes a slow-motion art. The liquid moves slowly, forming arcs and drops that seem to defy gravity, requiring patience and precision to avoid making a mess. Getting dressed requires new coordination, as everything feels lighter. Shirts and pants float around you, and even putting on shoes can become a fun challenge. Your backpack seems empty, almost weightless, even when full of books and objects. Going to work becomes an adventure. Walking covers distances quickly, as each step takes you further. Public transport needs adaptations, with extra bars and supports to prevent people from floating in buses and trains. While driving requires new safety measures. Cars skid easily, as tires have less grip, and turns need to be made with much more care. Braking takes longer, as the friction force is less. Drivers need to learn to calculate distances and speeds in a totally new way. Our infrastructure would need a complete redesign. Bridges, buildings, and roads would have to be adapted to support the new dynamics, and engineers would have a great challenge ahead. Welcome to a world where every step is a jump, and daily life transforms into an almost magical experience, full of discoveries and adaptations at every moment. In a half-gravity world, flying creatures thrive. Birds and insects fly effortlessly, filling the sky with life. On the ground, animals like kangaroos become super jumpers. Elephants move with surprising grace, but face new challenges. Plants grow taller, with trees reaching colossal sizes. However, they can become structurally fragile. Nature adapts in wonderful and unpredictable ways. Reducing gravity by half reshapes the surface of our planet. Rivers flow slowly, reducing erosion and altering landscapes. Oceans face chaos with extreme tides and pressure changes. Marine life struggles to adapt, and ecosystems are disturbed. The atmosphere expands, becoming thinner and less protective. Weather patterns change, creating unpredictable storms. Temperature swings become more extreme. Our climate faces a volatile transformation. The natural world is constantly changing. Half-gravity deeply impacts human health. Muscles atrophy, bones weaken, and cardiovascular systems suffer. Daily habits and technologies need a complete overhaul. Plumbing, cooking, and sleeping become challenges. However, space exploration benefits greatly. Launching rockets becomes easier and cheaper. Humanity's expansion into the cosmos accelerates. Our world is challenging and full of opportunities. A lighter Earth offers new frontiers. What a wild ride! We've explored a lighter Earth and its incredible possibilities. If you're enjoying this, please hit the like button and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content like this. Join our community of curious minds and never miss an adventure. Now, let's wrap up and reflect on what all this means. Ready to land this thought experiment? Let's dive back in and explore the biggest lessons. We've traveled through a half-gravity world, seeing its wonders and dangers. Gravity shapes our lives, and its absence forces us to adapt. This thought experiment highlights the perfection of Earth's conditions. Now, I want to hear from you. What would you do in a half-gravity world? Share your ideas in the comments below. Thanks for joining this mind-bending journey. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.